in today's math mini lesson, you'll be learning about factors. So, are you ready to begin? All right. Okay, so today's skill is factors. Echo? And the strategy that we'll be using to learn about factors is the factor rainbow. Echo? In order to be a really thoughtful mathematician, we'll also have to be using our mathematical vocabulary. Today we'll be using factor, factor pair, and product. Okay, go ahead and say it in your head. Factor, factor pair, and product. Okay, so you're probably thinking, why should we learn about factors? Well, factors is an easier way to be able to multiply and know your multiplication equations. Also, if you know the factors, you'll be able to find the product a little bit more easily. And of course, we always want to be efficient. You got it. So let's go ahead and start. Let's start with the number 6. Now in multiplication, when you have an answer, it's not called the answer. A multiplication answer is actually called a product. Echo? So for today, we're going to say the multiplication answer is the product. So if the product is 6, I'm going to try to figure out, what can I multiply together to get to the product of 6? Let me just think. Well, I could list it out. I know that 1 times 6 equals 6. And, 2 times 3, that also equals 6. I think that's it. But as I'm thinking, if I had to list all of the equations out, it might take me a really long time. And I'm kind of finding it tricky to think of all of them. So that's where we can use a factor rainbow. Echo? So what I'm going to be doing is looking at all the different numbers that I can multiply together to get to the product of 6. Those are called factors. So, mirror with words. A factor is any number you multiply with another to get to a product. So, mirrors down. I can multiply 1 and 6 and 2 and 3, and all of those factors can be multiplied to get to 6. But I can't multiply 2 and 6 to get to 6, that equals 12. And I can't multiply 1 and 3 together to get to 6 because that equals 3. Certain factors you have to multiply together in order to get the product. That is called a factor pair. Echo? So, mirror with words. A factor pair are two numbers that you multiply to make a product. Mirrors down. So, I can multiply 1 and 6 to get to 6. And because of the commutative property, I can also do 6 times 1. And I can also only multiply 2 and 3, or 3 times 2, to get to 6. So the factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6. It has 4 factors. And it has 2 factor pairs, 1 and 6, and 2 and 3. You ready to try it? Thumbs up? Okay, let's try 15. So instead of listing it out, I'm going to try my factor rainbow. So if you noticed, it's almost like I'm drawing a number line. And I know that I can start with the number 1, because any number multiplied by 1 is just going to equal itself. So 1 and 15 definitely have to be factors. What else? I'm thinking 2. 2 times 3, 2 times. No, actually I can't multiply anything by 2 to get to 15. So 2 is not a factor. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my next number of 3. 3 times, 3 times 5. And going next to the next number would be 4. But you know, I already wrote 5, and 4 times itself, 4 times 4 is 16. So 4 is not a factor. So that means that 1, 3, 5, and 15 are all factors. That's 4 factors again, just like 6. But 1 and 15 are factor pairs, and 3 and 5 are factor pairs. So 15 has 2 factor pairs. Are you ready to try it independently? Yep, and you yourself and you. Okay, here's your number. Be ready to pause the video. Ready? 24. Go ahead and pause the video and try it by yourself. Okay, how did you do? So let's try to see if you could use the factor rainbow to find all of your factors and factor pairs. So again, I'm going to start with the number 1 and 24. Can I multiply anything by 2? 2, yeah, 12. Can I multiply anything by 3? 8? Uh-oh, I'm losing room. 4? Oh yeah, 6. Ooh, and that leaves room for 5. But you know, if I multiply 5 by itself, it equals 25, so it's not a factor. So, whoa, holy moly. 24 has a lot of factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Did you get them all? Okay, make sure that you pair them correctly with its factor pair. It should be, can you say it with me? 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. All right, so, how many factors does 24 have? Count it in your head, blow it in your hand, release. 8. Wow, it has 8 factors. But how many factor pairs does it have? Count it by yourself, blow it in your hand, release. Yeah, that's right, 4. 4 factor pairs. 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. And that, my friend, is how you can find factors using the factor rainbow. Good luck!